To all of you, and first let me congratulate Puchmani and his team, and I think it's a wonderful initiative. Being in the HR field for almost 25 years now, MAFA we started on the 15th of August 1992 basically, so it's exactly 25 years, 2.5 decades. I think so many things have evolved over the 25 years, I know that. And right from the time, if I have to really go back, it's very nostalgic at this point of time. But still, I think if I have to go back, that was the time, 92, when honestly, it was not even still an era of HR. It was still personal management at that point in time. HR was a very new word. Human resources in vaarthaiya appo kedaiyadhu. Appo vandu personal management nu solvaanga ellarume. So at that time, we thought we should really make a difference to this industry. As most of you know, Pandirajan is an HR professional. He is from XLRI and I'm basically a chartered accountant. So I was working for Deloitte, and we decided that we want to be entrepreneurs. And that's how we started MAFA in 92. And now I can say, of course, it's been nice, it's been great, it's good and all that. But I think it wasn't easy. First few years, as every entrepreneur faces, it was a tough phase. Right from getting money, especially the funds. I remember I must have walked at least 100 times to the bank to get a 1 lakh overdraft. Okay, from Canara Bank. They asked me 100 questions. I gave a balance sheet, I gave 5 years projections, everything I gave. But end of it, I still remember the manager asked me very nicely, simply, he said bank la vandu tandem committee report nu onnu irukanga. Tandem committee report padi rendu bulla kaalamaadu vaangna kuda naanga loan kudukka mudiyum easy ah. Adukku vandu kelve kekka maatom. Ana or HR company ku naanga loan kudukka mudiyadhu appadinu openly he said. Okay, because they didn't know what was HR. He said naanga ungalku enna collateral irukku, your people will run away. So how do I do it? Abdino open a getter. Okay. But anyway, I think that's history. The same bank, Can Ventures, in the form of venture capital, in 2000, not even too far, 8 years, flat, they came and invested in MAFA at 325 rupees a share. Okay, just 8 years left. The whole thing changed. I always say it's ironical, but appo vandu bank ku 10 தடவை ஏறணும் இறங்கணும், all that, the moment you grow large, when actually you don't need at that time, they will come to your doorstep. உங்களுக்கு ஒரு ரிலேஷன்ஷிப் மேனேஜர்னு ஒருத்தர் போட்டு உங்களுக்கு 10 கால் பண்ணி, so that's life. Okay, so why I'm saying this is, we thought, at least I thought, let me share with you exactly what MAFA went through. Okay, briefly. So today we really built this institution. I always don't even call my organization an organization. I always call it an institution. Okay, because in my own mind, in our own minds, we always thought an institution is always permanent. It's like a family. Like in a family, you have so many sons, daughters. Somebody may even run away, go away, prodigal sons, prodigal daughters, but you still remain a part of the family. Nobody can take that relationship out of that family. Same way, I always tell all the MAFA members, we don't call them employees, we always call them members, because it's a membership in the family. And I say wherever they go, even if they have to leave MAFA and go, it doesn't matter. They are happy wherever they are, let them grow. But they always remain a member of MAFA. Okay, so many people, I think that's given us the greatest strength. I think there are so many ambassadors of MAFA. Wherever I travel, it may be to US, to Europe, we have ambassadors of MAFA. So in my view, if I have to really say the 25 years, what really made the difference to grow so quickly in an industry which was unknown, which was so nascent? I think two things. One, the people who really built MAFA. It was not only Pandirajan and me. I think we had a dream, but there were so many people who really made us realize that dream, who really built the institution that way. So the people, and two, the values we always stood for. I think these two things we'll never ever forget. People especially, because At the time when we started MAFA in 92, as I said, HR was not even an industry. So we never knew where to recruit from. There was no competition in that sense. All Adecos, Randstad, everybody came much later. Manpower, every multinational came much later. So when we started MAFA, we were the only ones there wanting to grow large. We had people like ABC and all those kind of local companies that were Indian companies. So for us, talent was very different. So we actually took people from different fields. We have one of the best people who was actually, she was an anchor in All India Radio. She wanted to make a HR profession. She came and joined. We took some fresh people from universities like Pondicherry and all that and groomed them. And this core team which we had, around 10 people, stayed with us throughout. And we made our mistakes. We always say they were born and brought up in MAFA, literally, most of them. And we fell down, we could walk, we could get up, with all that and move together. So that is how MAFA was built in that sense. So it was people who really made that difference. Two was values. I think right from the first year in MAFA, we were very clear that we will be a value-based organization. Our mission statement itself was to become the most respected HR company. Okay, that was the mission statement, not with numbers or anything like that way. And not only we just put that down, we said we should be able to explain what that means. Okay, so when I said values, we said like we have 6 values we will stand by. It's maybe professionalism, it's integrity, it's growth, many of these values. But it's easy to say that we will do this, we will do that. But the most important thing is for you to really define them in your context and then actually see how you can embed them in your processes. Okay, like simple example I can say, like we used to have a value called dignity. Dignity is a value, that translate panni. So what is dignity in the context of HR, in the context of recruitment? We used to sit and think, because at that time there was no precedence to go by. And we were the first ones to get ISO also. So we never had anybody who had done it earlier for us to go and copy, paste and things like that. Okay, so it was an interesting experience. So what we used to say is dignity. If a candidate enters the office, not more than 15 minutes he should wait. If he waits more than that, even if somebody is busy, the interviewer is busy, he or she should come, at least acknowledge and say that I will meet you after 10 minutes or 15 minutes, whatever it is, and go back. Okay, acknowledge pannale, then you feel that you're giving respect to a candidate. We always said candidates, they come with their own vulnerabilities. So never make use of that vulnerability. So that was dignity for us. So like that, everything, whatever the value was, we thought it was important. We defined them, we put that down as in the processes, how do we translate that? So whenever, then it becomes easy to find out deviations. Otherwise you will always say, like now dignity oda ellarum vandu treat pandren. Abdin you will keep saying, but you will not know where you are erring. So where do you go wrong? So I think it's very important. I think these are the things which really gave us that edge. Always, I think these people connect. I think it's great that you have a very warm smile first. I think like that's a start, very good start. And I heard also all your people saying that. I think it's wonderful. I think it's very important that way, especially in this industry, and or in any industry, or any entrepreneur in that sense. So I think this people values, I think is very, very important. And another 2 words which always were very dear to us was co-creation. Okay, everything we did, as I said, we never did it alone. We always did it together. When there is co-creation, there is co-ownership. These 2 are the most important words of C.K. Prahalad, actually. In his book, Core Competency, if you really say, he really explains what these words mean. And it's so important for every organization to really have this principle of co-creation and co-ownership. So right from the start, MAFA, though everybody, if it's Mafa, in fact, so much so today Pandirajan is called Mafa Pandirajan. People don't even call him Pandirajan, they call him Mafa sir. Okay, it's become so much the brand as such. But I think this, right from the beginning, Mafa was not owned only by the two of us. Mafa was owned by 278 people, all the members, and plus many other stakeholders, vendors, clients, some of the candidates. We used to really offer equity because at that time we never had money. So we had to really, now people call it crowdfunding and crowdsourcing and all that, like these sexy terms are there. At that time we actually did it without knowing it was called crowdfunding. Okay, so we used to literally ask people whether you will take equity, and right from 5,000 rupees to 20 lakhs of rupees we took as equity. And the greatest high point for me and Pandirajan was like when later on when we had a strategic tie-up with the venture capitalists, with of course Videor, the Dutch company, and later on Randstad, we were very happy that every shareholder, because at that time 5,000 rupees was a friend of ours or whatever it is, was huge saving, which they trusted us and gave it to us. That 5,000 was so critical for us at that point in time, and we ensured that everybody got more than 60% times return. And that was the greatest satisfaction in our lives, that somebody who trusted us when we needed that money. Okay, maybe today 5,000 is nothing, but at that point in time when people did not trust us, banks did not trust us, I think that was something like which really gave us that thing of, owning, co-ownership, and then co-creating an institution. That's the greatest joy. Today many people, when I see outside, they're doing well. Many Mafawites, we still have an alumni, Mafa alumni, and whenever I travel, I see a lot of them, being VP HRs, GM HR, done so well. Many of them have become entrepreneurs that way. That's the greatest joy for us, honestly, wherever we meet them, kind of a thing, to see the kind of transformation, to see the kind of growth. And growth of every member in the institution is so critical. Whatever we can do, and being in HR, I always felt, though I'm a chartered accountant, I was just telling Kiruba, he was asking me, how did you really get into HR? I said, by profession I may be a chartered accountant, honestly by passion more a HR person, that way. So it gives great joy to really be creative, and I would really see this interview desk as a very creative effort, because from the time initially recruitment used to happen, now things have changed a lot. When we started, it was all touch and feel. People come to office, you treat them well and things like that. Now it's all, technology has really gone so far ahead that it's over the phone, it's over the net, you have LinkedIn, you have Facebook, you have many of the other social media tools to use and things like that. So it's changed completely the way of doing recruitment as such, that way. And I think entrepreneurs or businesses which can really feel that creativity, what is it we can do differently to add value, I think they will survive. If you really see in the last 20 years, even the advertisements in Hindu or Times of India, முந்திலாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா எந்தெந்த அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட் பெருசாக வரும்னா விமல் அந்த மாதிரி ரிலையன்ஸ் ரேமண்ட் அந்த மாதிரி தான் வரும். இன்னைக்கு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இட்ஸ் ஆல் டிஃப்ரெண்ட், பேங்க் பஜார் ஆர் every online companies. Okay, every day apparently in India, as Kirba was saying, I think more than 100 companies are being born. Okay, in the new emerging spaces, that way. So I think it's also important that we realize that we constantly keep innovating. That way, otherwise we'll be left behind. In that sense, Mafa Lokoda, we've had great experiences like that. I remember in, I think, 1998-99, that was the dot-com boom. And Mafa also, we decided, why don't we really start Mafa.com? அப்படின்னு ஆரம்பிச்சு ஒரு 7 போர்ட்டல்னா போட்டு பெருசா careerplanning.com, psychoprofiling.com அப்படிலாம் போட்டு we spent a lot of money, but very soon we realized, I think that's not our kind of business, that's technology business. You need a very different platform for it, and that's when actually Naukri came in. If you really see, at that time Naukri came in, they did it beautifully because their focus was technology. See, whatever we do, that core competence I think should be very, very important, And I think keeping that as the core, you can try many things, you can weave many things around. But I think in my view, what helps an organization is to keep that core together, keep the values together. If that happens, I think any organization will be able to really make it. And I think entrepreneurship is a very, very meaningful and a very satisfying journey, because you really can do so many things, touch the lives of so many people. And I think like you're there in the right space to do that. And I think I can see a young team also around with you to really do that. I mean, congratulations for even putting this together that way, and my best wishes for each one of you and for the institution to really grow stronger and stronger every day.